Broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Alongside Chris Webber and Craig Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Celtics in Boston. Open look here for Holiday. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
He has very little resistance, so he had to bring much faster help than that.
There we go, one-on-one. Bobs it up to Levine. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Go get it, young man. Go get it. The thing's so fun to watch on these alley-oops.
To the inside. Takes it out to Leonard. The shot from 20 feet away. And good. Got the angles that time as it falls.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Knocked away. Stolen by Holiday. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. To the paint. Here's Isaac. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Washington. And it's no good.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Here's Leonard. Right side Holiday. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
VanVleet with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Giannis off with the layup.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Whoa. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, and for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Whoa. He draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skill.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker is not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Giannis. After Jonathan Isaac's bucket. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good by Booker.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but This off night has definitely been one factor here.
Off the left rim and out. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 8-point game. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. And here we go again. The Bulls in transition. Up the court they go.
Great ball movement there.
And the Wizards with possession. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
On his left side. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Poked away. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Booker. And that one is good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Wizards trailed by 12. Levine. Van Vliet left side. Shot to stop the run. Now Leonard. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Levine. And Levine throws it down.
A blur in the open floor. Levine is great at hustling and converting in transition.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Chicago leading by 10. Outside Leonard. Fires for three. That's it. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. .103 left in the first quarter. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy. Dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Fournier's shot is off. Here's Leonard. Here's Isaac for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
This is as good as it gets for the first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Leonard. And the Bulls take on 2 more.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the... Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And the Bulls making a change here. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 16. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Whoa. Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Here's Leonard. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, and in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Van Vliet, here we go. And again, it's Giannis with a three. Giannis has got 11.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Chicago calls timeout. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Millsap trying to get open. The shot's good. Anunoby's got his first points of the game.
You got to love the decision making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving his passing.
Here's Van Vliet. And he overshot that one, missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Cauley-Stein at the elbow. And the rejection by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and time.
And Levine throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Long range from the inbound. It's hauled in by Giannis. Wizards trailed by 17. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Millsap with the steal. Ball with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And here's Booker. Pass to Anunoby. Lets it go with a three. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oakley was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It didn't matter. And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Deflects the pass to the middle. Anunoby drops in the layup for 2. Anunoby's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Washington calls timeout. Got to talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the two best teams play for it all.
Here's Bledsoe. The Bulls getting the bucket. Shot by Collins, no good.
They've had rebounding basketball. They're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Isaac right side. Outside ball. Booker looking around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Bulls lead by 20.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Right side, Collins. Shoots over Adams. And another miss by Washington. Here's Anunoby. Lays it up and banks it in. Anunoby's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them fits out there.
Here's Bledsoe. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Ball. Booker with no one around. Collins grabs the miss.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And here's Harris from the arc. Isaac with some nice D. And so Booker will bring it up to Chicago. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bledsoe outside. 6 to shoot. Harris outside. To stop the run. Hope they get it there. And so is Chicago, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Ibaka. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Traps in the tray. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Because he's so dangerous. The D is often drawn to Levine. I mean, it opens up some wide passing lanes for him.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 19. Here's Isaac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Isaac's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And he gets it back. And that one's good by Giannis. The Bulls leading by 22. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the brain trust with new team president, giving Denver success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year. There is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David.
Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now here's Booker from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's on Zach LaVine. He misses the free throw. Well, great, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
LaVine wide open. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
A decent threat from downtown. You got to see LaVine nailing this shot more and more.
to Isaac. Back to Booker. Knocks it loose. And here's Leonard. The three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
That's their first shot of the half that hasn't found the mark. It's been a good start for them.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And Levine with this steal.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Iguodala, no good. Wizards trailed by 20. Millsap with the steal. Cauley-Stein goes in. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Razor sharp focus right there from Cauley-Stein. Accepting the foul and pushing his way through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Van Vliet. No points in the game yet for him. Inside. And the jump by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Washington calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. And he can close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's Leonard. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Leonard's got 24 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Now here's Leonard. 24 points for him. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You see the length helping Cauley-Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the board.
And Giannis throws it down.
Just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing. But a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
Cauley-Stein lays it up off the glass. Cauley-Stein's got 9 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
All free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
And there are few with a more explosive first step than Bledsoe. Gets the angle at will.
And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Harris with the ball.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And it's Leonard missing.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Fournier's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 23. Outside Leonard. Down low. Outside Ball. Pass to Millsap with 4 seconds on the clock. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. He gets it up.
A very active player. It's fantastic watching ball. Work hard to disrupt this man's confidence.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Cauley-Stein in the post. Over Collins. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
And it's important for Cauley-Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Bledsoe looking around. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Collins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides you with.
It's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Harris drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Stolen by Bledsoe. 3-on-3. Back to Harris. The Wizards working the ball around now. Wide open. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He's wide open.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Washington calls timeout. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Wizards. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. That's 29 points for Giannis.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
Bogdanovich wide open. It's hauled in by Adams.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Count that one from Isaac.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bogdanovich looking around. Shoots over Anunoby. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Chicago leading by 23. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to have any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that. And, you know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. To the inside. And Adams with the slam.
He is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And it's Giannis missing. Now the Bulls with it. To the middle. 8 feet away. And it's Adams getting it to go.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Here's Levine. And he can't stop the run as he misses. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the three.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished.
Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Wow.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine's so outstanding and scoring in a multitude of ways.
For the finish. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Count that one from Isaac.
And always seemingly under control is Isaac. Even when he gets roughed up, he just manages to complete the play.
Here's Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started. And that's a shame.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
And this gets the team fired up. Levine is an energizer who enjoys dropping the hammer on the drive.
No good from Booker. Here's Washington. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the passes, I mean, it's there waiting for him.
Here's Holiday. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. And Levine throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution.
3.62고요. 아판 게이지 꺼야겠다. 조준 꺼야겠다.
They've been here before. Yeah. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Washington Wizards. Now here's Booker. Here's Adams. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Here's Van Vliet. First shot, first basket. He's out the blocks fast.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. But none of it feels like an
네모. 땡기지 말고.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wasted no time on that one. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. So he had to bring much faster help than that.
Back to Van Vliet. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Shoots the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Giannis has got 5 points so far.
And keeping the defense honest, every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot.
Leonard. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Washington. Isaac with the steal. Here's Booker. Nice steal from Levine. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Giannis. Count it. He's got 7.
You like seeing Levine like more like this, more than improved as a passer.
Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Levine with it. Now defended by Adams. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Finished off the break.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Here's Levine. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Back to Holiday. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
왜 이렇게 잘 넣어,
Holiday's got his second basket of the game. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can You can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Chicago with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Leonard. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Holiday. No good on the triple. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 6-point game. Fires from 14. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Here's Booker. Sinks that one from the post.
Timeout. I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
1:11 left to play here in the first. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Tucker. Collins in the post.
야, 벌써
Bledsoe
왔다고?
for three.
Shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very critical.
아, 수비 지르네.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, there's a monster lead here early on. A lot of this is due to the game plan. Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
To the left side wing. Here's Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Out to the right wing. Cauley-Stein in the post. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
Levine wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
I give credit to the arms of Cauley-Stein. They go on forever, which makes him the ultimate alley-oop finisher.
Battles through traffic and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Back to Millsap. Banked in off the glass. Millsap's got his first points in this one.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Outside, Levine. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bogdanovich wide open. That three off the mark. The Bulls leading by 9. Pass to Millsap. Back to Leonard. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So it's the Wizards now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes of Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Levine with it. Here's Cauley Stein. Outside for Millsap. And it's Chicago scoring again.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And they'll keep possession. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Kick out to Levine. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Cauley Stein grabs the wrist.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Booker outside. Pass to Millsap. He can't get that one. And it's Washington the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Good D by Giannis. But Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
And really an elite combination of speed and power. When Bledsoe's aggressive, he draws a lot of fouls.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view. But still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Chicago leading by 9. Leonard inside. 10 points for him. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Leonard. But they recover it. Goes up again. And it's Adams getting it to go.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Bledsoe looking around. And the layup's good off the glass. Bledsoe's got 6 points.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Down low. Collins, good. Collins has got his first basket.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Count it, good. That's 12 points for Leonard.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Bledsoe left side. And the layup falls. He's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fournier, that's for 2. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Adams has got the ball here for the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
Here's Bledsoe. Where it goes. No good on the last second attempt there.
Very active player. It's fantastic watching ball. Work hard to disrupt his man's concentration.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Van Fleet up top. The Bulls leading by 11. Holiday with it. Now defended by Levine. Outside ball. Here's Leonard. Pass to Isaac. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Adams' shot is off. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Yacht. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pass to Leonard. Plenty of space. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Ibaka right side. Into the Kumbo inside. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Levine deciding where to go with it. From 8 feet away, he drops it in.
0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with a new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Isaac outside. Pass to Leonard. Fade away. Again, Chicago.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And to me, this is the perfect spot for a Giannis jump shot. Keeps the opponent honest. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak is very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made was his special. Wouldn't matter. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
The shot's good from Fournier.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Collins. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. And the Bulls making a change here. And here's Booker from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 points so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Bledsoe, here we go. For three, Fournier. It's hauled in by Adams.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A nice shot by Booker.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Up top, Bledsoe. 10 points for him. And Bledsoe with the stop.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Wizards trailed by 17. For three, Fournier doesn't get it to drop for him.
Man, this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
And really impressed with the aggressive nature of Isaac. He takes charge whenever he is driving with that kind of force to the rim.
A three off the inbound. Up again.
그렇지, 나이스.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the put.
야이씨.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Bulls up 19. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
천천히 가보자, 천천히.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Booker in the post. Grant.
You know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
A nice shot by Booker.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Washington. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, he makes it look all too easy. Levine, I mean, he's someone you can't allow to get this kind of positioning.
Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And there are few with a more explosive first step than Bledsoe. Gets the angle at will.
Out left to the wing. Grant outside. Shot clock at 5. Booker looking around.
야, 리바우드 잡아.
Here's Adams. Count that one. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Pass to Booker. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Fires from the wing. Connects the jumper drops. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Washington calls timeout.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. But they'll get another chance. Ibaka, no one. The Bulls leading by 20. To the paint. Kicks it out to Booker. And here's Leonard from 3. That shot off the mark. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Levine with it. Now guarded by Booker. Good work there as it goes. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun. Getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so you have to work harder and drill the fundamentals. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Leonard with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
That's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even when they're comfortable.
Leonard inside. Fader on the way. The rebound by Ibaka.
He found open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Kept alive. Here's Young.
That's it.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Pass to Leonard. Over Bogdanovich. Again, Leonard missing. Wizards trail by 11. Giannis with it. Now defended by Carlos. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such precision.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
That's it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Here's Leonard. And the Bulls with another miss.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden,
and a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 5. 1:05 left in the fourth. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. We'll see if they can get it done, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
거기가 아니지.
what an
아따.
excellent distributor so is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
다행이다.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful explosive so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Levine
아따.
can't hit. Here's Chicago. 22 is their biggest lead. No good from Booker.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely. But we've seen crazy things happen.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Outside Leonard. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Leonard.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Oozing with confidence right now. You gotta love seeing Levine capitalize on
아,
this
씨발,
clutch.
소통 파울.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
So the Bulls win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
못 나졌어. 하와이 미들 다 들어가네. 이겼어. 아, 3점 더럽게 안 들어가나 진짜.